celebrate every Onpassive day. I mean, I'm in a celebration mode. And believe me, I had some health challenges, but through the gratitude and the surrender to this moment every day, every single day, you have to be uplifted by yourself, by divine, by the spirit of Onpassive. It's just so natural. And we are planning. You see the Matterhorn here behind us. Oh, well, not all. We are planning a mega event in Switzerland soon, not on the Matterhorn, but for all who are too many or too much on fire, it will be on this mountain. I'm just kidding. We are planning a mega event, live event for our ground. I found this the third time since 2 years now, and I'm very looking forward, and I'll announce it in the details. Thank you, Ash, for letting me talk. And
Thank you, Corinne. Thank you, Corinne. Hello, everyone. Ash, if you could please give me 1 second. I am going to pin Ash, and if you'd like to see speaker view, please put speaker view. You only see Ash. And if you like to see everyone, please put yourself. Please put gallery view, and it goes the same for you too, brother. Sorry.
All right. I hope you can hear me fine, all of you.
Yes.
I hope you're having a fantastic day. It's an incredible day. Why not? We're in Onpassive. Of course, you know, my name is Ash, and I'm your friend. And together, we are changing the world in a very, very positive way. All right? Who's on board with me? Because I'm ready.
Giddy up. I'm on board.
I love that you mentioned we're having the F word here most of the time. It looks like most of our time together, and the only place there is F word, but it's a different type of F that we're having it in the country. We're having a different F word globally as well. Looking very ugly, slippery. Now Taiwan, China, more climate challenges. It is not looking good unless we are going to take initiative in Onpassive and do the change. Now, I'm not saying that everything they do or whoever they are is not useful. Perhaps we need a more serious impact. There have been so many attempts to have a good impact globally, whether in charitable acts or even inventions, perhaps the medical field. I see Dr. Bill here. He can testify to this. We just lost how many people in the last week? Did you know that there are 4,876 people we just lost? Did you know that? In the hospitals, preventable death. 250,000 people to be exact in America. On the average, we lose in doctors now. In the hospitals. We have the best doctors in the world. We have the best technologies and equipments. You cannot beat that. Best medicine and all the resources. Why are those people dying? Many. And the impact, now here's a different type of impact, negative impact. Their family, what trauma that can leave scars in their hearts and sadness, I can imagine. Something can be preventable. Small mistakes. The morning doctor didn't connect with the evening doctor, whatever, because of they work lengthy hours, they came late, they just want to run out of the door. Why? Because only 5% of the hospitals are run by doctors. They're great people, they care, they have empathy, they want to fix it, but that means 95% are numbers people. They're running this as a business, they don't care. So how do you expect to care for people or the patients when your employees and the carer, the people who provide the care, they're not being cared for? That's a problem. So if we do run this as a business, okay, which is again, Dr. Bill, I'm not the best at it. If we do the same thing, that means we can expect the same type of results. Same thing goes in schools. Same thing goes in maybe in governments and all of that. Unless we have care and we don't run this as a business, then we can expect that massive impact. That's why I guarantee Onpassive will leave a serious impact, a very positive impact all across. We are not running this exactly as a business. Some areas need to be done as a business. It is so scary when they look at our model, whoever, it just doesn't click, doesn't sit for them immediately. It's going to take them a while because it's never been done before. Just the concept that what we're doing, it doesn't go around the numbers to the company, to the corporate, it's just mind-boggling. And that's why we're here today, and we're going to provide you with more things to unite together, because we have Corinne here. I know she loves the word unity. I agree with you. And we just want to show that we care. We're going to do the same work, but with that extra human touch. All right? Doesn't matter, you're socialist, you're I don't know, atheist, you're conservative, extreme, it doesn't matter. We're all humanist. I want to say that. We're all humanist. So let's focus on that, find the commonality between us, and work together. One good activity to your business every day, okay? To your community that is Onpassive, to your big global family every day. It's a very, very short time that we are here. And most of us consumed a good chunk of it. So the very little that we have remaining, nobody is going to live here forever, okay? Even greater people than us, they passed. So we have a very short time here to provide the best and the most humanized and human, okay, activities and acts that we can together. So I invite you one more time to take away the self-focus and the profits and seeing this as another business, as a program, as let's see what it is. It doesn't matter, okay? You just have to give me your attention. What we're doing here, if you don't see it, it's okay. But with time you will. But what we're doing here is not typical. It's not a business. It's not a regular mission. Is not something that you will see again in your lifetime. This is literally, the more you understand it, it's a complete disruptive, okay, historical moment that we're witnessing here together. So start giving it your attention, but from a different angle, not what you have in mind. A lot of people, I'm nervous, I'm confused, I'm overwhelmed, anticipation, sweating, all of that. And that's why it's more like lack of knowledge, and it doesn't mean what's going on is negative, all right, overall. It reminds me with the dumb reporters, okay, I'm not saying all of them, but when often they ask the, athletes and Olympic competitives, okay, what they ask them, almost the same question. Were you nervous, whether before the competition or after they ask them, were you nervous? Are you nervous? Okay. And what I love about the Olympics or the athletes, they know how to handle this. They're trained to express such a thing in a more positive way. No, I was excited. So the same thing, So what's the definition or the description of somebody who is nervous, overwhelmed, confused, skeptical, all of that? I mean, probably the heart is beating, sweaty, and I don't know, anticipation, a little bit of pressure, nerve there. Okay, but it doesn't mean that it's a negative thing. You are excited. So let's change that and shift your thinking to start thinking, I'm excited. It just sounds like something I'm not quite sure what it is. Okay, or it's just becoming more clear as we go. But you've got to give it a leap because you have no risk. Give it that leap of faith, and don't treat it as a business. I would really fail miserably, and I will disappoint all of you if I'm running this as a business. I don't know how to do a business. I've never ran a business like to this extent, okay, or my own. Yeah, small things, but this is truly a global movement, and it is beyond a traditional, outdated business concept. So unless you really pause or completely cut off, empty your glass right now, and start thinking completely from like a different approach, you're going to be constantly confused no matter where we go because you don't know what to expect. So help me open up mind and heart, okay, and accept the fact what we're doing here is nothing you have seen before and is possibly the best thing you will see and you're witnessing in your lifetime. So take it that way. And the risk is minimal. I understand your time. Okay? I understand your commitment, but we will not disappoint you. Okay? We will constantly give you the most value that you would ever receive outside yourself. Indeed, we are working on your future, okay, harder than you yourself. I guarantee that. Why? I don't think you would compromise your maybe basic physical needs as much as we do. So we understand with the proper care, with really having that empathy and focus on a positive impact on humanity is far greater drive and motive, just, some money. Did you know also the same concept about, our health system? Did you know also that parents who work hard, very hard, and sometimes they come late and they don't have much time to spend with their children, they have almost no impact on the children. They're fine. Those who spend, the parents who work less and they come home early and they spend more time with their kids, but they come miserable, they hate their job and what they're doing, they have a much more negative impact on their kids. They're being bullied. They have suicide attempts. It's just ugly. Why? If you're in the wrong place, you don't like what you're doing, it's a tragedy. It's a tragic thing. I love what we're doing, and we're giving it all, and you cannot go wrong. And it's not about how much time or the physicality and all of that. It's really the positive impact and that beautiful, clean vision we have and we share together. So I would love to share with you. I have so much, and I constantly learn because I have an obligation to be ahead of the majority in order to be able to foresee and drive and lead. Otherwise, it would be just somebody that we hate somehow at the top leading us like every other place. They just have the authority, the position. We don't like them, and we just have to follow the rules so we can make a living. That's not the case with Onpassive. I always constantly want everybody to be themselves, and you have the power that we need. Without you, we cannot do it, okay? Not needless to say, I can do it by myself. That is just out of control, okay? We need you. Everybody is needed, and I don't want you to be fitting, okay, or change, so you adjust and mold yourself to be in the proper shape or mentality and all of that. Be yourself. We need you as your just like your unique, distinguished DNA, just like that. We need you, we need her, we need them, we need him, all of that. Everybody is needed the way they are. And our diversity, our differences, our positivity or strength in different areas will add up more goodness. A little bit good of you, one good thing of you, to the bucket, to the big tank, every day, 365 days a year. Now, here's a problem. I say that, and people say, okay, after 5 days, they come back and tell me what to do. All right, now that we don't have registration. I want to be wealthy. I want to be successful. I want to be popular. I want to have so many followers on YouTube, all that, even if you don't say it, but it translates in that. And yet, 2 weeks, if you don't have somebody to remind you, you get off track. Most people don't commit for more than 6 days on the average. So if I told all of you, no matter where you want to go, the very top, okay, you have 100 days to do one good thing, not 365. Just let's do it for 100 days. Every day, 5 minutes a day. Take some small action that will lead or yield into massive action because it's in a collective. It's in a group. Okay, when you do so, it will be impactful. Most people won't last for 6 days, and you wonder why the percentages are either 97, don't make it, or sometimes 99. I will be thrilled if it's 90, 97. I will be thrilled. All right? And it doesn't mean like if somebody is making a living, oh, they're successful, they're one from the 3 or 2%. No. All right? They could be miserable. It's not that. So if you have a goal or and it's not clear to you, we cannot fix that. If you have an expectation, it's just like, let me see where it's going to go. So no matter what we do, it's like we're looping and you're looping and hovering and never going to click. All right? So you have to be clear exactly where you want to go. Use us and unite with us, okay? Doing your own contribution in your own unique way, which is needed. And you might tell me, I'm not good at videos. I'm not good at that. You think I am? Okay, so everybody's good at something. Everybody's good at something. All right? Doesn't have to be major. Don't underestimate small actions. But if you do them consistent, okay? You know how they break the rocks in the mountains? Massive rocks like, I don't know, granite or even marble. Water. Just water. Focus. Concentrate for a long time. Not nuclear bomb. Water. Just dripping. Cracks the mountains. Wow. Why? Consistent. Small action, but consistent. Small actions yield into massive action if they are constant. So you might say, man, I'm just like watching this little live or made a comment on impact is going to make. If it's not there, we're not going to get ahead. It's needed. Somebody got to do it. Okay, pick your own lane and do it. Okay, so the time that let me sit and see what the company is going to entertain us, okay, will do for us, has to come to a better perspective where we are here together to make the most out of it. What you need is different from what I need. Okay, you might just be after the money. It's not necessarily my drive. Somebody else is after the technology and how they can get exposure or maybe market their own business or theory. Somebody else is for the humanitarian impact, somebody else for a career, profession, anything. So we don't have the same objective, no matter what it is, okay? Come together, we work together without doubts, and you will get there. But without your contribution or presence, it's a joke. That you have expectations. Once in a while, I'll show up, see what's happening. Never, never, never you will be happy. Never. Why? Because you don't know what you're looking for, and you're unwilling to be a part of it, because trust me, if you wake up and you have that massive figure in your bank account, it is not guaranteed that you will be the happiest person. I wish that person in Illinois who just won $1.3 billion, $1,300 million, we can have a talk with them today and after 12 months, 1 year from today, and see how happy they are and how much money they left. I'm sorry, Chris, but I hate to spoil this. People who play lottery, like they're taking a chance. Obviously, they're not good at making money somehow, and they're good at wasting money because it's something that is delusional. And you're given 1.3 million to somebody who's bad at money. I wonder what's the outcome. So if you don't engage and crave it with us by the dot, by the grain, it's not going to be in you. You're not going to feel the same. You could have the result as a crown on your head, the title, any of that, but it doesn't mean you're going to be respected or you're going to be happy even within yourself or your own small family. It's not guaranteed unless you have the character, and that doesn't happen by a result or a deposit or a status. It happens by the experience, by the evolution, by living it, by the practices. I wish I had more time to be cute, but I want to get into the details. Again, the problem is you're waiting for the details. What I told you is far more important than the details, because you make all the details you want with what I just told you, or I can continue on that theme. Perhaps it's a business. I'm obligated to give you the usual, and we're going to start with our website. It is happening exactly as planned. I'm talking about onpassive.com, and it is literally being replicated like a clockwork. Every Monday you're having a website. I'm not sure if you're seeing all of them. That's a good thing. If we counted on you to build them or to make any change or to click anything or to see them in order to achieve success, that's not going to happen. Thank God we have a systemized and replicated and automated by our AI and our hardworking experts. So, the second half, give me another 10 days or so, or 2 weeks, okay? We're going to start doing 2 websites a day, every Monday and every Thursday. Complete, blown up, world-class websites. Roughly a couple of weeks later, it will be 3 a week, and that's it. It's over. It's probably more than you think. So why are we doing so? This is not necessarily for a website that we cannot register now and we have nothing being sold actually on the website. This is the preparation, okay? We're being prepared for the future in many ways. Number one, training our own internal human resources to be equipped for that delivery. Every day you have a website, which never happened before in history of mankind. And I doubt it would ever happen again. We're there. Now, if I came one day and I told you, like, okay, we're going to start tomorrow or in July or in August, we're going to start delivering 1 website a day. It's a good ambition, but if you don't gradually do it organically, the right way, from a mechanical point of view, will be another laughing stock like most companies. They set good goals, they're beautiful on papers, but have they done it before? How do you guarantee it's going to work if you've never done it? It's a nice concept. We're not jumping before we know where we're going. All right? We don't say that. That's the beauty. That's the ingenious about about Onpassive. And about how we are gradually, diligently building up our success, brick by brick, not taking a chance with anything. So when somebody tells you, how do you know it's going to work? It's working. We're not going to jump until it's guaranteed. What a concept. Nobody's paying. Nobody's sacrificing. So that's why we're beaten up, okay, daily, around the clock because of that. And at the end of the day, we're the ones responsible for the success, and nothing more to us more fulfilling than taking you to the top and helping you go where you want to go, rather than listening to either selfish or insecure or selfless people who just need help, okay? So we shouldn't take an advice from somebody who's trying to harm you or get a self-benefit versus somebody telling you, hide your wallet, don't give me anything, don't give me a kidney or a drop of your blood, none of that, okay? Just trust the process and enjoy the ride, okay, the journey. That's all we're asking for, all right? So what I love about this, we are well aware that is not an easy mission, okay? I love the fact that we completely recognize the challenges to achieve such a high target. If it was a small target, we could have accomplished that long time ago. So we do have that excitement and that extra cautiousness because it's a bigger goal. And we're not saying, cross fingers and let's see what happens. All right? Let's open up and start selling. I know we'll blow up and all of that, but tomorrow who's responsible for either direction? When it's positive, everybody claims their own heroism. And when it goes south, that animal Ashmofara. Okay, criminal. no matter who it is. So that I understand the mechanics to ensure your own success. Because if I let you lead, and I'm not saying all of you, I'm just saying those who are in anticipation, you may not necessarily take the right decisions for the majority of us, and without having all of us succeed, it's not going to be Onpassive. It's not going to be a success for all of us, even if you succeed temporarily by yourself. So understand, we are here to do it rightfully, powerfully, long term, in fact, to be our legacy. Why one website every day? It's the highest value. It's the ultimate value from a company to give you, and that we're not all of us, like millions of us, having one old, outdated, cheap, empty of love, empathy website that will get chewed up, spit it within a matter of days. So as long as we are there every day, a new website, you don't do it all at once. You do it. Now you get to the 7 days a week. What's the difference? You just give it a name, but you're doing it. You understand how the ingenious thing? We're doing it before we announce it. And it's led with the people you should trust, that they have the most empathy, that it would work for our partners. You know, when I say partners, meaning our human power, whether the founding members, whether the leaders, the future customers, or even the word I don't like to say, employees, all right, the people who are on our payroll. Those are our partners, because if we don't have that bonded partnership, it's unlikely to match the theory and the thesis of Onpassive, which is business / AI / lifestyle / innovative products with heart. That's the bottom line. So if we don't have that connection, we're just having the wrong drivers or pilots. We don't know where we're going to end up, right? It might be the wrong people. So you want to have the right people that you touch their heart. That's why we're building our culture as we go. We're building that bond and unity as we go. And it's just after that it's been done, under that tent, if you wish, it's covered, all right, with that wrapper, and it's been perfected. You just remove the seal, and voila, done. Versus most companies, they get excited. Okay, this will cost us $3. We're going to sell the heck out of it. Okay, we're going to sell it for $85. I don't know why. Okay, and man, we cannot wait. Look, we got like 300 orders, and this person is promising to order 85 of them by himself and all of that. They cannot sleep. They go open. And you wonder why they break their neck on the day of launch. They're not prepared. Lack of preparation is a disaster. So So a company like Onpassive is prepared with their human power, with leadership. The heart is there, the character is there, integrity is there, experience is there, the knowledge is there, buildings are there, equipments are there, genius, disruptive, totally disruptive ideas and inventions are there. Data center, hosting, domains, every imaginable product in one place, especially the digital ecosystem at first. Fun, beautiful people who are from every corner of this beautiful planet. I don't know if you put all of this together, what else do you expect other than greatness and massive, massive success? We are made of the right stuff. We are made of gold as collectiveness. That's why I say we. And nothing we will harvest except or other than greatness. One website a week, done. We were just talking about that in July. Never failed. Seamless. 2 weeks later, 2 websites a week, Monday and Thursday. Couple of weeks later, 3. And that's it. That's just one thing. It was less than a month ago when I looked at the Onpassive or the O-Founders platform and I said, ugly. Gotta go. Less than a month ago. I spoke with some elites and managers. I said, well, everybody's occupied with their task and all of that. There's always room for a cup of coffee. You know that professor story who literally brought a pot of coffee and said, and had so many materials on the table and said, what can we fit into this pot? They looked and they saw the tennis balls. They said, maybe 4 or 5 of those? Yeah, they put them in there. They said, that's it? Is it full? Yeah, it's full. I said, what about these golf balls? Can we fit a couple of those? Yeah, same pot of coffee. What about these ping pong? Can we fit in a couple of those? Pebbles. And every time he asked, and they say, no, it's full. It's maxed out. It's not maxed out. We can fit. Pebbles. Is it done? They said, what else? Like it's all jammed up. What about some sand? Now it's completely maxed. And he looked at them and said, can you fit anything else? They said, now it's impossible. And he had his cup of coffee there. He poured it in the pot. And he said, you can always have room for a cup of coffee. So we squeezed it, and we can have always that little extra. No matter what you tell me, max out, so they're just working a couple of hours a day extra. All right, you're not working 24/7. Okay, so just take parts, and we're doing it as we go without impacting other projects. So delivery is intact. Gotta love it. So this is not something that we planned to do. We squeezed it without impact, without like having a dedicated team, without stopping, without delaying, without pausing. It's another beautiful practice that we just acquired. Okay, the next 90 days, tentatively by November. You can take the news however you want. Unless I say it, okay, any interpretation is useless. So, thank you for your opinion or judgment. However, I am not saying whatever assumption you have. What I say, I'm responsible for it. Tentatively, okay, within the next 90 days, we're going to max out that building in Hyderabad. I'm talking about reaching the 1,000. Oh, 1,000. Okay? Selective human resources. And we're leaving December as cushion. Like just a little bit of breather, okay, to ensure that no longer than the end of the year, come in January 2023, we're looking at a new complete building. Now, as of today, we don't need 1,000 and a new building just in one country, which is India. Preparation. We can see where this is going. Yes, we will be in need for thousands upon thousands of people. That's where we are today. Is this a startup? Before we even open doors to the public, we're talking about hundreds and soon thousands of employees. That means, okay, it's not a small company, it's not a startup, it's a giant being born. Within the next 90 days, we will be not open, not licensed. We will be operating from another 4 countries. You know India. So some are already there and function, but I'm giving you, just summing them up as one package. Within 90 days, 4 more 5 regions. This company seems to be a pro. Okay. What about the regions and why are you opening so many regions and expanding and all of that? We don't need that. Even some of the managers, we don't need that. Why are we taking the highest package? Why are we the fastest? Why? Okay. No one ever failed from being over-prepared. No one ever failed or had to close business because they were over-prepared. Especially if the outcome is not focused on that dollar amount or the effort or the time. It's focused on providing the highest value. We see it day and night. Businesses, organizations, they are flushed down. they're dropping and falling like flies due to lack of preparation, being under-prepared in many ways. Financially, human resources, they don't have the experts. They have just one, two guys that are ambitious, okay, and they think they're going to make a revolution secretly from their garage. And you also have seen it, like technology, equipment, servers, hosting, all of that. That's a very common one. And you've seen the one, the merchant, the compliance, this, that, okay? Company that is licensed in many locations, that is not going to mess up with anything unless you have a backup. Plan B, C, 4, 5. This is how you do business, all right? There are just a couple of places in my life I wished like I would go and literally either stay there or interact with them somehow. I want to learn. I like how they run business. But I can see the day that so many of the future generations would wish to spend the day in Burj Khalifa or in the United States or India or Europe in the many locations to learn how business is done, how great business is done. Before you have the knowledge, before you have the experience, you've got to have the heart. We all have it, but we don't do it right. So, 4 new places are being prepared without even you sniffing a breath or a tiny dust or smoke. That means there are so many people who are working. This doesn't happen like we don't wake up, hey, somebody would hand you the key. Look at this beautiful building, and you got 50 people. They are masters, they are, professional, they're experts, some PhDs and all of that. Go enjoy. And it's all paid for, don't worry. And your coffee is right there on the table. You're not going to find that. This happens with people who don't sleep, with people who don't save their families, they sacrifice around the clock, people who travel, people who have bad days, so many, bad meetings, bad nights. It takes a sacrifice. What are you doing with that? To clap for the people you don't even know, and you should say thank you and have a good gratitude. There are people who literally work on your future more than you are. No matter how much you're working. I don't know if you're going to find it shocking. Not everything we do, we nail it the first time. I don't know if this is going to surprise you, by the way. Sometimes our eyes are taken out for us to get something done. Do we ever quit? I don't have that as an option. Even death is before it. You understand what it means? It's that crazy. So we're not backing enough, and we're proud of the character and the integrity we have to make sure we deliver. We don't tell you all the news because it will blow your mind, either good or bad. Intentionally, your tolerance and your endurance, in a way, is not trained. Okay, we have been gradually going through tough times and hard. days harder than the day before. We're ascending so hard, so high, so fast. And the higher you go, the more risky, the more difficult, the more eyes can see you, you're noticeable. So I don't want to include you with that because it really will just probably frustrate you. And not everybody's going to tolerate, because it's not like you're not good, but you probably have been trained. A few of us, yeah, maybe. You have to come from a background that you've really been equipped to have that thick skin. So when I say four locations, we're just going to like go live stream from there, are being done. And that's in hand. And by the time those 36 will have a whole new level of impact and disruptive value. So this is the story of our products. Okay, everything is intact. Okay, we were in a position. We are trying to figure out the rollout. It just like, which one do we bring out up first and second, and how much, and this and that. Okay, this is one thing that is being finalized. So we're not at a position which direction. Now we have the direction, okay? Just being finalized, all right? The second thing is we have to start with different money processing solutions, okay? Inbound, outbound, a couple each direction, okay? Not going to have one option each way. Multiple options, you got multiple countries, different ways. So inbound, I believe, is covered, okay, more than one option. Outbound, we got some, and some are, I don't know how you take it, but I think you're sharp enough to judge. Okay, some of the processors, our volume is greater than their capacity, so we disqualified them. So they're like Fiat. Corinne, what do you call that Italian car? Fiat? The little tiny one? Okay.
Yes, Fiat.
And we are a truckload, or Airbus 380, A380. We're trying to put it on top of that Fiat. Not going to work. Going to break. See? Got to know your size and your power. So that's why we want to make sure somebody can handle some of our volume. So once that all perfected, I have a feeling if we're not equipped for the volume, for the eruption, okay? Eruption. If we're not equipped for that, it will be a disaster. Possibly, again, it's a probability. It's not a possibility. Those who know physics and math, meaning it's a 50-50, all right? That it can go viral. Looking at the products we have, looking at the approach, remember that human character we have that will be seen and witnessed for the first time? Anti-corruption, fairness, AI from the inception. people are hungry and thirsty, striving for some good news. When it comes to wars, might be something like, oh, okay, it's occupying the journalists and the media, okay. Yeah, they're making a living, it's busy, there's so much news. But if you're in that region or country, I don't think it's a good news for you. 79% of the Yemeni population right now, we have thousands of them with us in Onpassive. They're below the poverty line, 79%. So you think it's bad in America, like 4 or 5% unemployment? That's the honeymoon, because that means they're 94 or 95 that are employed, are making a living. But close to 80% of the population are below poverty, like less than $2 a day, I believe. 65% of them are extremely poor. Extremely poor. Now, if you're thinking that government or that leader or that speaker or author or rapper or singer or whoever influencer is going to create a solution for them, God bless your heart. I only can hope a real, genuine change that come from Onpassive. Education, planet, climate. Now we're beyond, I hope we're here together, beyond the notion of it is a myth, it's a hoax, this is that. Okay, let's put that all aside. Okay, just like, it's not an opinion. Let's talk here, and we have the numbers, and we have the statistics, we have all the evidences where we are today. We're not in a good shape. We're not headed in a good shape unless that some drastic change is ahead of that fall or dip we're about to take. With that good news, with that beacon of hope for humanity on every avenue. So, it's a beautiful thing. I want you to really close your eyes. You don't have to do it now, but like between you and yourself, say, is it really that I'm a part of something revolutionary that will impact humanity, not only today, but for generations to come? And if you know a little bit about me, my name is Ash. I'm your friend. You can count on me, okay? Okay? Just like the Marine, you understand, okay? You can count on me. Yes, we're the only positive impact. So if you have that trust and follow, as well as everybody, we're perfectly fine. I don't know if you heard the story. It was shocking, okay? There's an Afghani boy who goes to a Marine base to sell kebab. Before the transformation that just happened last year in there, and the Taliban taken over. So he used to go there, but one day he's like coming beaten up and all of that, so they bullied him. So he's going to the base, to the Marine, okay, instead of going to his parents or home or to complain to them because not expecting anything. He feels safer and he feels protected and he trusts that they will not judge him. So he goes and complains to them. That means if they trust you, they will come to you. Sometimes it's a little far different example, but if you're not really wired, you're not going to get the principle is the same. So if they trust us, who are they? The global population, society. They will come to us. You understand? And you can trust us. We are building it cleanly and ethically, and we will not ever, 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 ever harm anyone. Anybody is unhappy, uncomfortable, we wish them the best. The door is open anytime. No risk. We're just doing it from the heart. We're more motivated and driven by a positive impact that we can leave in the honor of our names over how much money we left. We're blessed to have you. Very simple. I'm going to give you an example. I had to call somebody out. Is that okay? Put your hand out if it's okay. You don't mind? All right. Susie, what's a good number you would like to have, like right now, in your bank account?
What's a good number?
You just command it. Whichever number you would like to have right now, instantly. Wired to you.
$22 million.
Beautiful number. Okay. $22 million will be in your bank in a minute. Or I would say you would have to make a choice. We can do that. Or you would have to give out your eyes, or God forbid, your parents.
Never.
Your family.
Never.
Your Onpassive family. You see? So there are more things far more valuable than just the figure and the amount. There's no amount you put it in the bank that you would drive me away from the concept of Onpassive. No amount. No zeros on the planet enough to tell me you need to stop this, just take all of it. I don't need more than I have. Thank God. Okay? So whatever that, it is useless. If you don't need it, it is useless. It's like so many zeros on the left side of that figure. Doesn't add up. I'm going to do the recap for you within 2 minutes, okay? Number one. All right. New website is already happening, which is O-Founders, talking about new back office. Okay? Going to improve ONet/ONetwork for now. That we all tune into it. It is better as of now, but it will only get better. All right? There are a couple of AI features we're going to enable. They are in ONet. We're going to enable for a tester in ONetwork. Okay? In the coming week or so. Okay? For the first time. And again, not AI to sell you. It's not Facebook AI. Forgive me. Okay? It's AI to better and improve our connection that you can trust. So that's one thing. Back office, also within the next week, you're going to see the calendar and the schedule is being added, and it's going to be right also where you see the sideline now within the ONetwork on the right side. We're going to also have the calendar there, and it's going to pop. So you're going to see either green or red or whatever the colors are, okay? You're going to see that if it's past, if it's, from the past, you're going to click there. It will take you to the recorded webinars, all right? obviously it occurred, or event, okay? And if it's upcoming, if it's a future time, you're going to see, it will take you to the date or the upcoming webinars or whatever. It's a pop-up within the same page with the details of that event, whether it's in California, August 15th, whether it's in the UK, Ireland in November, whether it's in America, and it doesn't matter, okay? So you will find it there. I want every one of you to give me an exclusive thank you, if you could. Also clap for Lynn Nakamoto, who is an incredible leader, one of the finest leaders we have. We're so fortunate to have her. And she's reliable, she's ethical, she stepped up so much. Never hear anything like self-serving. So we are giving her more access, where anything you see she is posting, that is being communicated, and so we want to give her the support along with the leaders. But I believe this is somebody we cannot it's a shame not to recognize or give the sufficient perspective or credit in a way and respect to her. So Lynn, we all thank you on behalf of the entire family here, and those who will watch this maybe. It's an honor to have you. We love you, and I think all of us count on you and your help. It doesn't mean good news for you. It's more work, but I don't see you say no to work. You're willing to pay the price as well. So perhaps more and more leaders across the globe, my ultimate happiness is to take you from a materialistic situation where you are today, from A to B. But that's only a one step in the overall transformation in the character, the morality, the knowledge, the experience, and the personal evolution over just like that materialistic, because it will be a hollow. It will be just a lot of fame, but without any substance. I want you to really help me fulfill that dream, okay? If I'm not seeing that impact, we are not as fulfilled. In fact, obviously it's negative, but I don't want to, announce negative impacts. Let's just focus on the positivity. It will really please me. So if you're willing to, you count on us, but it takes two. You've got to want it and be clear on where you want to go. It's got to be clean too, and you can count on us. We're here to give you that honest hand and walk with you the way to get where you want to go. Nothing will please me more than that transformation. And you don't even have to give me appraisal or pay me or, of course, a thank you just to confirm, like you send a payment to somebody and like, okay, I got it? No? Okay. It's not about, poem or just a whole article of praise. No, I'm just say thank you, got it, that's it, okay? So if you see that transformation, just say thank you, not to me personally, whoever, is doing that, whether it's Onpassive, whether it's your leader within Onpassive. If somebody's like Glenn giving you that value that is helping you in that direction, you say thank you, Lynn, we got it, it's happening. You keep doing what you're doing, or you get the message. Or how do you know you're on the right track? Or if your message or impact has been perceived. So please say, be kind and mindful and say thank you to anyone. It's not me, I would love to be the little guy and turn the little guy into a big shark, if you wish. Traditionally, I don't know if you know the terms, but I would love to be the little humble guy, the bridge. And you tell me, I'm good, don't need you, I'm thriving, soaring. That is a beautiful thing. Not going to put me down. Back to the recap. So new website happening by next week will be complete. You're going to love it or we will remake it, okay, from scratch. All right? You know we can make them fast. You're going to see some changes, okay, constantly. Get used to it. Multiple region. Needed? Yes. Essential. Are we over-equipped as of now? Yes. Okay. There's something called Bob here, I think, I saw Oliver as well. Okay, Mike also. Okay, concurrency, right? The number of concurrency right now. So we know how many people are at the most. The max are going to the website or any page right now. That's easy. We have the statistics. Every page, every link. Okay. So times million is my request. Whatever that number. Okay. So this is insane. They understand technology is not cheap. To be equipped to be over like a million steps ahead of your growth. Now you wonder why I get ahead of myself sometimes. It is essential. Now here's the thing. Once we finalize it, called multi-region environment, and it's a super hybrid environment. So basically, it goes to our first data center, the initial one. Some products are exclusively on the data center because they're scalable. You might not see it now because I will tell you what they are. Okay, to be specific, how do we offer unlimited Connect? How do you offer unlimited, more valuable, more scalable mail? Gotta have your own data center. Because if you're relying on a host, you just gotta work for them. So that's where our investment is needed as a company for the data center. So those are a must. There's something called, development environment, and there's production environment, and there's testing and all of that. They know QA, but I like to call it quality control over quality assurance. Okay. So all of those pieces are not necessarily visible to you, okay, but they got to be on the data center. The extra influx goes to multi-region hosting. Okay? And why multi-regions? Like, why don't you have them all so we have in Virginia, we have in London, we have in Spain, we have in Germany, we have, I can tell you, different farms or, hosting data centers, okay? Across the continents, everywhere. It is necessary, so when somebody is in Algeria, going to their website, instead of them having to connect to a far east, like let's say India or the Philippines, Italy is across the pond. So they will pick it up from Egypt. So it's better from that. So it picks up the signal. So it's for speed and for redundancy. So you're not all sucking, bandwidth from the same place. They understand. Techie people understand that. So it is good to have that. So once we finalize this, today, tomorrow, anytime, we'll give you the thumbs up. This is finalized, which is an architect work, okay? When we're done, confirmed all those regions that we have so far, enough, we only will be adding seamlessly. You're not going to see fluctuations on the website. because the architect is done. So this is more essential and complex than the addition. Just we call it adding slaves, okay? So it's like adding servers, adding more hosts and all that. So now, will the website go down? So we have power backups, we have internet connection backups, we have hosting, local data centers, virtual data centers. We own physical data centers, and we have also multi-regions. How many companies you've seen? The companies. Okay, don't cuss at me now. Okay, Obamacare. Okay, for example, do you remember the disaster with that? The website with that? Okay. Anyone knows that there is a new launch on the 29th, I think, of August in NASA here, Florida. For the first time, it's gone beyond. It's a massive rocket going beyond the moon. And I think in 2024, 25, the first black woman will be on that. So there will be, again, people put back on the moon. It's a beautiful project. They opened on the 2nd, the day before yesterday, to buy tickets. Of course, we were crazy about that. We wanted to go there. There are different levels of tickets. The minute they open the website, it puts you in a queue, NASA, Kennedy Space Center. So how many times I've seen it every day. Website doesn't take the heat of growth. What a shame, lame excuse. You're like really promoting and putting on TV and investing massive marketing budget, and also the project itself, okay? It's a good thing. But it didn't occur to you. You might have a little bit extra volume that day. That's insane. So that's why we're ahead of the game. So they advise you because based on what they see. I'm talking about data science and cloud architect, engineer, all that. I have no clue what they know, okay? They know so much technology, right? But I just use my little common sense. They're giving me the advice. Of course, their job and their duty to save money and to give the perspective accurately. But again, overspending to be sure that is not going to be any of our excuses. Same thing about our finances, about our staff, not to be under-prepared, all of that. All right. It's all your fault, Susie. You keep taking me back from that recap. So the recap, one new website, okay, about to happen twice a week, 3 times a week, eventually one day, once a day. Okay? No matter how rainy it is, how hot, how cold, doesn't matter. You're tired, you're sleepy, doesn't matter. Like a clock work, it will happen for you. All right? And those are the websites. They're the gateway to the Onpassive market. Got to go through the founders' links. How many websites? If you have 1 million, if you have 100, you have hundreds of millions, billions. Never seen a company provide that. Never. How could you not succeed? Boy, oh boy, did we nail it. Academy will shake up the earth. I have a crazy idea I'm going to show you. I'm going to create my own school, okay, and I'm going to replicate that across. Just an idea, all right? I'm going to show you how, like, kids even at a young age will have an astronaut brain, and how we will be on the right track humanly. All right? You don't have to do it. You don't have to pay money. Just watch. Oh, bless. first ever poverty crusher solution that will get things done. The cost is on the company, not on the people who are in need, the recipient of the blessing, unlike what's happening right now. First, genuine financial solution. And always remember, we're not charity. We're going to give the skill, the opportunity to the population. There are some people that really need help. There's no possible way. It's just cut it off. But that number is almost invisible. The rest can contribute. Just give them the opportunity. Don't judge them by their physicality or impaired or tall or retired or their past. Who cares? Anyone perfect here? Unless we make it perfect. We're all perfect, including those imperfect. We think they're not perfect. We're all perfect. I don't know if you know whether you're an atheist or believer or not, but there's enough evidences there is a creator for this massive universe. And to me, whether you believe or not, God does not create ugly or junk people. No matter who you are, you're beautiful, you're worthy, and you're incredible. You are the world to somebody. Don't take me wrong. There are few I wish to make an exception for, but that's just a side talk, okay? Okay. But in all seriousness, we are all perfect in a way. It's just a mindset. Oh, look at that dent in his eye or cheek or whatever. That's what makes him. And we need him. And he is that way. That means he's perfect. Can you imagine if we give you the key of the globe or this planet and you start fixing people around? So leave it to the perfect creator. He's making it. He created us equally perfect. Can you imagine your nose in the back like a muffler? He did it perfect. You smell your own crap. That's funny. I don't want to go there. Okay. So it couldn't be any better. And it's all residual. It's like we take it for granted. Like you don't have to stop and say, oh, I got a heartbeat to do. I'm behind 5. I'll come back in 5 minutes. We're not going to get anything done. It's residual. It's happening. It's automatic. Your breath, your heartbeat. I just asked Susie, $22 million are her eyes. We all got eyes, or whether they work or not. If you don't have eyes, you have ears. If you don't have ears, you have something. You have a limb, you have something. As long as you're breathing, you're alive. Okay, where did we go with this? Okay, wow. Didn't expect that. But website is happening. I think also the multi-region is just about to be green light. Once we do that, you will be adding them without you noticing, seamless in the background. We don't need to camp on it. Okay, and what else? The 90 days project of launching 4 more locations, operational buildings, offices for Onpassive in different countries. other than India. So if we add the potential one, like another 2 months down the road, like in the beginning, first quarter of 2023 in India, okay, regardless of which state it is, that's another 5. So 6, and so forth. This will continue. Follow me? So just a reminder, if you think your day is not as busy, it's not for us. That doesn't happen in a blink. Okay. Also, the processors, that's another project. Once confirmed that we have enough redundancy, scalability. Okay, we'll turn on the switch. All right. Business model being fine-tuned, perfected. Pay structure. I'll talk about that in a minute, if you allow me. Products are in perfect. We've never been on time, on target like now when it comes to delivery. So thanks to our teams, our managers are really, really taking this for granted. Taking it for responsibly, like they're taking it from the heart. Anyway, while I was just watching this before we come, I don't know if I can share with you. So I'm gonna explain it after you see, but to give you the perspective what goes around, and oh boy, do I love this fun. Okay, let me go. Screen?
Not right now.
It just flashed and it went off.
Not this one, right?
Now see it.
All right. Oh, it went on and then went off, Ash.
Okay.
I'm still laughing about the nose and the back of the head.
God created us perfect. Yeah. Can you imagine if we start engineering?
Sniffing people behind you.
Like a muffler.
Like a muffler. Ash, that was priceless. Oh, God. Like a muffler, huh, Marty?
Actually, dual exhaust.
Okay. This is not what I'm trying to show. With the back office, that's not what I'm trying to share with you, okay? The reason, I want to blink it. Why? Because just understand that it's a seamless process. As you go to your back office, it will be a different URL, okay? Might not even be Onpassive.com. And you go there in the coming weeks, and then as a founder, you would have founders. You click, you take you to the back office, which obviously have to be we're going to trim it. Okay, there's some stuff are irrelevant, for example, like the invitees and downloads, ebook, all of that they're outdated, not necessary, because we're beyond that. And so or mail or all the products, obviously they're going to move to the O dashboard. O dashboard is the Onpassive dashboard, regardless of what the name is. Okay, you can call it anything. And then you go there. Obviously, there are free products. Remember, if they trust you, if they like that, they will come. Okay. That is going to be the hook for the millions, all right? In a good way. It's not like a trap, okay? We're providing them value so they can come and test and sample our technology. You go to Costco or Sam's Club or any market near you. I'm talking to a global crowd. Okay, so you go to a place, I don't know if they do. I don't think it's a good idea in India. But you go to the supermarket where you sample food. And obviously, I've never seen so what do you take? A bite, okay, or two? Like, I don't know, a ravioli or one bite, right? But somehow you walk away with a card $200-300 every time. So come take a sample. It's on us. We're paying for that. Just like the hot dog, or do you know chicken or a hot dog in Costco? It's a story, by the way. That's very inspiring. It's a very intelligent business model. The hot dog, the kosher hot dog, is like, I don't know, it's a foot long, unlimited topping, all of that. It's like at $1.99 up to $2, $2, right? They don't make money in that. Staff, operation, all of that, they don't profit as much, or very little. But it's a way to get you to the place. Chicken, $5. It never goes up, no matter what inflation we have. It never goes up. $5-6. Whole roasted chicken, ready to go. So people are like, oh man, it's easy. I'm gonna have a hot dog, $2, nothing. Okay, I eat it. You're gonna check your card to walk into the store. I'm sorry for those who don't know what I'm talking about, if it's irrelevant, but at least 20% of you. The rest can take a walk, okay? But you just grab a cart, which is not a small size, it's a Costco size, okay? It's, no matter what you throw in it, even if a big paper towel roll or something, 2 cases of water, you will pay $200-300 at least. You think, you got them with that hot dog. No, okay? Or that chicken, roasted chicken. Okay, so the idea is we want to give enough value for people to sample, to taste it, like the analogy, and then they will shop. They will walk away with something they need. It's convenient. One place is overvalued, over the market value. It is... first time with technology, first time with heart, first time to their favor, first time with empathy, fair. Of course, a new concept, the only good news, lots of hope, so many good stories, major impact on it. Yeah. Where to be? So do you see how it's all done in my mind? Even if it's not connected to you, we will have time to tell the story. Like we build inside and then we unwrap it, okay? So that's my logic. I'm not like blabbing and then we just go and crash and break our neck like most companies. We don't want to do that. We want to gradually build it, perfect it, and then you unwrap it. And you can talk about it and you get celebrities and stars and dancer and they will talk about it. They will do all the talking and the good talent they have. But I was going to share with you actually something different. Oh, some videos. Okay. Let's watch them one by one. I don't know if they're going to work, but maybe I should include the... So just I'm not going to go through all those videos, but I have 40 or 50 of these.
If you here home is like nothing but if you click our home page, automatically your business rate will increase. Like that it is showing. And after logging out registration, that logo is there. After person on that automatically it convert it to profile that you are going to open it. Automatically it will navigating the rate will increase. Like that it is showing. And play like this, then we will be having this kind of shapes. So we will be having symbols in this. The menu symbols, icons. Whenever we click on the symbol, the respective amount over. When we click on that, it will take off. All comes. This only this will come. When we hover onto this icon, then if we want to navigate to that path,
In the web page, there will be a menu with again tiles or the circles, whatever it is, which one looks. So with the mouse over, this entire thing will open. Not this. With the mouse over, this entire menu will open. With whatever animation. And when we move out, it will get stopped.
Anyone got what we're talking about? I don't want to spend 2 or 3 hours watching this with you.
Is it